Hello and welcome back to the She Shoots podcast, Women Empowering Women in the Shooting Community, episode 10, Up in Smoke. My name is Regina Ruiz Ordonez and I'm from the Canadian University Shooting Federation. Joining me today, as always, are maybe possibly Deneen, having some technical difficulties there, but we do have Casey Gavinchuk from Lady Guns and Kelly Melanson from Maple Seed Project, Sci-Fi Radio, and CTFI Women's Program. I would like, as always, to start by thanking our sponsors, Cabela's Canada Outdoor Fund, positively shaping the future of the outdoors. Every cent donated by rounding up at checkout goes toward helping Canadian organizations just like ours. Savage Arms, home to the Stevens single-shot rifles and shotguns, Beretta, family-owned and operated since 1526, and Vortex, the best in optics. If you have any questions or comments throughout the show, make sure to leave them in the chat box below. Doing so will automatically enter you in the draw for today's giveaway. So today we have a CUSF prize package, a She Shoots t-shirt, and also a Guns and Wild Roses t-shirt provided by our guest today. So Kelly, can you please introduce our guest today, please?
Sure. So we're super excited to have Terri on with us. Terri Huston began shooting in 2015, and she quickly began to compete. She won second place in the BC Provincials in 2019, then went on to compete in nationals where she placed sixth. She loves shooting clays so much that she decided to share her passion by creating Guns and Wild Roses in 2017 with the help of Bill Solberg and Mike House. The idea was to provide great instruction, guns that fit women, so not their husbands' guns, and a safe, friendly, and fun environment uh, where they can introduce more women to the sports of shotgun shooting and share their passion of the sport. Italian Sporting Goods immediately joined as the sponsor and has had many fun and successful events over the last few years, growing to more from their initial group of five to over 225 ladies on their mailing list. They have had five NSCA Level 1 instructors and a fantastic support team setting their courses. They have also recently started their first ever ladies league at the Vancouver Gun
Yay.
Club, yay, which meets once a month just to go shooting with the girls, which I think is fantastic. Guns and Wild Roses has now evolved into a second class called the Fundamentals, which is open to men, women, juniors of all ages, of over 10, I looks like, and has also become a great success as well. So it's great to have Terri on the show tonight. It's exciting. I was so excited when we were able to get you.
Oh,
Welcome to
right
the
on.
show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
It's yeah, I've been following you for a little bit, especially with Guns and Wild Roses. It's great to see you having a league that is open to ladies and they can come in, they can join in the sport. So
Yeah.
super fantastic to bring you in. So
Well,
thank
thank you.
you.
It's been a
So
lot of fun.
well, let's talk about that a little bit. How did
Okay.
All right, let's talk about specifically how did you get started in all this?
Oh, Lord. Um, in 1990, lived in, I grew up in Alberta,
Yeah.
Central Alberta Farm. And in 1989, 1990, my husband and I used to go out and visit my brother who lived in Sundre, and he and his wife. And my husband and I would go up to Spring Lake,
Okay.
and they had a trap field there, and that's where we started. I'd never shot a shotgun before, and we just started shooting there. It was just so much fun. Just both, it's empowering to kill a target. Like
Yeah.
I still remember the first one. It's just so much fun. And just the social side of it, the shooting side, it just kind of lit a fire. We ended up moving out to Spring Lake for a few years, and my husband put in the first sporting clay course in Western Canada.
Wow. Okay.
So we learned the business that way. Um, we ended up moving out to Ladner in about 2009, I think, which was conveniently 10 minutes away from the Vancouver Gun Club.
Okay.
My husband immediately joined up, and he was there every day that the gun club was open. He was there from sun up to sundown. So eventually I just wanted to see my husband, I had to figure out, go join him. And I met he told me about all the amazing people that he was meeting and just all the fun he was having. And it was his happy place.
Right.
And at the time I didn't understand it, but I sure get it now.
Yeah, you wanted to
So,
participate in that too. So
absolutely.
fantastic. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, about prior to that, or your background? Did you have any exposure to guns at all when you were growing
No,
up?
not at all. Like I said, I
Okay.
grew up on a farm, central Alberta.
Yeah.
Youngest of 4, spoiled rotten. I get it. But it was fun. Um,
What
I'm a
about
wife. I'm wife of
okay.
40 years. We have a daughter, and an amazing daughter, amazing step or oh God, let me start over there. Amazing daughter, an
Yeah.
amazing son-in-law. I'm a grandma. We've got a granddaughter and a grandson, and spend lots of time with them at either baseball or hockey.
Okay.
And we're 5 minutes away from them, so it's great to be able to spend a lot of time with them.
Oh, fantastic. Do you
Yeah.
guys do shooting as a family as well?
No,
No?
just
Okay.
no. It's just Mark and I.
Okay. So, how long you said that you first started shooting, you went out and with your husband, how long ago was that? Was that 2019 like we were talking about, or no?
No, that was in 1990 when I
Okay.
we first started shooting trap, and we did that for a few years, and then just got away from it. Life took over, and we moved around a bit, and it was 25 years later when I actually started shooting sporting clays.
Okay. So what made you jump to that then?
Um, I wanted to meet all these great people at the Vancouver Gun Club I'd heard about. I walked
Yeah.
into the 5 stand, said, "Hi, hon, I'm here," and somebody put a gun in my hand, and that was it. I was done.
And you're pretty good at it, were you?
It took a long time.
Okay.
I had a lot of help. I had a lot of help from some of the members that were there. They're just fantastic.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks like Denise joined us. Look at that.
There you
I'm
are.
on and off of the network, but I have joined, and thank you. I haven't really been able to catch up as to where you guys are at, but it sounds like you're talking about how Terri got involved in shooting. So
We are.
I
Yeah.
can tell you how I learned about Terri
How did you?
because well, Terri and I have the same instructor that we took our NSCA Level 1, and he called
Yeah.
me and said, "I want to introduce you to the
Aw.
most amazing woman," and he said, "You guys have to find a way to do something together." So thanks to
Cool.
Lou for the big shout out. He introduced Terri and I. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. I still phone him up if I'm giving a lesson. Luther, help. And he's right there. He's never
Mhm.
not answered. It's a fantastic resource for me.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. It's nice to see that you have a great support with Terri, and Deneen and Terri both have support of each other. So that's awesome.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
And then also, I actually heard about Terri through Deneen. So it's like a circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it's still a pretty small crew of the women in the sporting in shotgun shooting. So
Yeah,
got
it
to
is.
work on that.
We do.
It is.
And
Yeah.
and
And
that's
we
what counts
tried.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to get something going in Kamloops, but with Terry's group, but weren't able to put that together. But we'll get it going soon enough. So.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to learn all about what Terry's got going on. So
Yeah. Well, it sounds like she's pretty busy, so that's for sure. Especially with
Mhm.
everything that's going on, and it's evolved a little bit as well, it looks like. So, but we want to learn a little bit more about you, Terri. So
Okay.
specifically, what sports do you shoot? What types of shotgun do you shoot?
5 stand and sporting clays are my faves.
Are you faves?
Yeah, absolute fave. I love sporting clays. Just the variety.
Okay.
Do a little bit of skeet, and I'm kind of interested in taking on Olympic trap shoot. It just looks like so much fun. So,
Okay. So
yeah.
why do you like sporting clay so much?
Variety.
Okay.
You just get such the way they have it set up at our club. You have 4 machines per station.
Okay.
So you just get such a variety you go through a dozen stations and you get such a great variety of targets. So
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you think that it's as popular as the other sports like trap or skeet? Or do you think that it's something that we should be talking about more, like having you on the show to talk about?
Hi, Doug.
It's a hard question to answer.
It's hard.
Isn't it?
Sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't be reading the comments, should I? I don't know. Trap has got a huge following.
It
But
does.
sporting clays, like we traveled all over BC and Washington State shooting in NSCA and CNSCA sporting clay events. So it's a big event. Now, are there
Yeah.
enough women in it? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So
I think
Okay.
they need so much space to lay out a good
Yeah.
sporting clays range, and it's easier
Absolutely.
to set up trap and skeet and
Yeah,
5 stands. So I think, that's why we see more of it. But
You're
yeah,
absolutely right.
there's a love of it once you get a chance to get out and do it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's addicting. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that, Denise is correct. Not all clubs will have the sporting clays. They just don't have the room.
No,
But
absolutely.
they'll put in the
No, we
trap.
really appreciate having the space that we do.
Yeah.
And the guys look after the course, and we have some fantastic target setters. So we're very fortunate.
Okay. Where's your home club, by the way?
Vancouver.
Is it Vancouver?
It's the Vancouver Gun Club. It's in Richmond.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 40 acres.
Wow.
Yeah,
Great space.
it's fantastic.
Great.
And did you guys, did I miss talking about what Terri shoots as far as a shotgun?
No, we haven't gotten there yet. We're just talking.
Ah,
Yeah. Good. Yep. Nope.
Oh,
So what kind of gun do you shoot, Terri?
I've got an A400. I've got my favorite is my Browning Liberty 525. That's yeah, she's been pretty good to me.
And
So,
a lot of women go 20 gauge or 12 gauge or back and forth. Did you start with one or just stick with one the whole time?
well, there's
Go back
another
and forth.
story right there. Yeah, I tried quite a few guns before I found the right one, and I discovered how important gun fit is just by the number of bruises I was getting on my face. Before I ever, that was a huge part of our teaching, right? In the level 1, you learn about gun fit, so critical. But yeah, I tried 20 gauge, I tried 1100s, semi-autos, went through the whole ball of wax, and I finally found the one that really works for me. So I'm very happy with it.
And you had it custom fit for you?
Yeah, I just had I did.
Good for
Yeah.
you. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
It just
I
makes
think
such a huge difference.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know until
Yep.
they know. And I think there's a confusion between somebody who can do gun fit and somebody who's like a gun plumber or gun mechanic that does repairs. Big difference.
Yeah, there is.
Absolutely. Well, and that's kind of the fun part of Guns N' Roses too, because Italian, as our sponsor, they bring out a variety of guns. So pretty much try before you buy, and that provides us with the opportunity to fit them with the gun, let them try it out, see if they like the way it fits, see if we can make it fit for them. I just hate having people buy a gun before they've been able to shoot it, because you just don't know. You don't know how it's going to kick. You just don't know. So that gives us the opportunity, and Italian has been fantastic at providing guns for us for that purpose.
It's
So,
fantastic. So,
And do they have a gun fitter in their shop?
Yeah.
By chance? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Really
huge
helps.
difference.
they definitely know what they're talking about. So huge difference.
So, will they come out to the club itself? Do they, you said they provide guns and fitting and all that. Do they come out to the club itself when you're having these women's days, or?
They're two the owners of Italian Sporting Goods are Joe and Victor, and they both come out and teach.
Okay.
So they're there to help fit the gun to the person, and all of us that have taken the level 1, that's the first thing we do is try to find the right gun for the right person. Like they're not all going to fit, because we don't have, I get 30 people per class. We don't have 30 guns. So we do the best we can, and we usually find something that works pretty well for an introductory shooter.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so with all the guns that you have out, and you're teaching all first timers or a variety of people, or some are doing gun try before you buy stuff? Is it a mixed bag of skill sets?
Most of our Guns N' Roses are new shooters. The fundamentals, most are new shooters. Yeah. So yeah. And then we get a lot of returns. We get lots of people coming back 2, 3, and 4 times. And by then they've kind of settled on a gun that they that they really like, and then send them down to Italian or to their gun shop, and then at least they know what they're looking for.
Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about fundamentals and the difference between fundamentals and Guns and Wild Roses?
Okay, so Guns N' Roses is for women only.
Okay.
And we run the same course. We set up like 7 or 8 stations with an incomer and outgoer crossers, and just to give them the basics.
Okay.
And yeah. And fundamentals is exactly the same field,
Okay.
the same course. It's just open to men and women, and juniors that are 10 and older.
Okay.
We had such a fantastic turnout with Guns N' Roses, and that the new shooters just wanted to have the same opportunity. So that's how fundamentals came into being.
So do you think that, how do you find the difference between the women's only and also the one with that's co-ed with younger or youth shooters as well? Is there a big difference between?
Nope, not at all.
No?
Nope. They all come in with willing to learn.
That's
I mean, they're
awesome.
paying for a course. They want to learn, and they all come in with a great attitude. Like, we just have had no issues at all.
Okay.
Yeah. And everybody leaves with a smile, so I'm happy.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I just love it when they've hit their first target. Like, that's just makes my heart happy. Just the reaction, right? So.
Well, that's wonderful news. Okay. What about you? We talked about it in the introduction there about you being somebody who's a competitive shooter. Have you been traveling, or are you sticking around Vancouver now, or what's going on with you?
Pre-COVID, we did a lot of traveling, but
Okay.
then just a bunch of life circumstances changed, and we are sticking close to home now. But I'm really getting a kick out of instructing.
Okay.
I'm a competitive person, but I love it. I just love being able to help people hit their first target and just get interested in the sport.
So how often do you do that, Terri? How often are you out teaching and putting on these courses?
Guns N' Roses and fundamentals we do once a month.
Okay.
Because it's not just me. Like, it takes a group of 5 or 6 coaches to pull this all together. And then I do lessons probably 2 or 3 times a month. And then I run the 5 stand every Wednesday night, and that usually turns into a lesson, an informal lesson. It's fun. So I'm out there a lot.
What about you?
They're lucky to have a great resource. So.
Yeah.
I am. I'm very lucky to have a great resource. Yeah.
No, they're talking. I think Denise was talking about
yeah.
you.
Thanks, Kelly. Thanks for grabbing that.
I got it.
They are very lucky.
I meant the club.
The club is lucky to have a great resource in you, Terri. That is fantastic.
You.
And to have somebody that represents women in shooting sports, and somebody who loves to learn, and somebody who's taken the effort and time to understand what it takes to teach, and bringing new people in, that's just, it's what the sport needs. And it's great that you're doing it.
Yeah, I've got a great crew of instructors too, that we're all on the same page. We just want to get more people out there shooting, more memberships. You know, we've got disciplines out there that aren't being utilized enough, and I want people to start shooting those. So I did a Wednesday night challenge earlier this year, and it was no entry fee, just pay for your targets, and it was 25 trap, 25 skeet, 25 5 stand, and 25 bunker on a Wednesday night. So it was amazing how many people had, like, the fields are right there, but they never go there. They are they're in their trap mode, they're in their skate mode, they're in their 5 stand mode. And we ended up getting so much crossover, and people shooting with people they wouldn't normally shoot with, and just having a blast. So that's going to become an annual event.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So,
So you keep mentioning all these instructors that you have out, mentors and instructors, and the people you've learned from and the people you surround yourself with. Tell us a little bit about them and you know, what you've taken from some of these people. You don't have to mention names. We already dropped Lou's name, but yeah.
No, I'm happy to mention names. When I first started shooting at the 5 stand, Mike House was a really good friend of ours, and Giro Kohler still is, and they were absolutely instrumental in getting me started, getting me set on the right track, getting a gun that fits. My husband was smart enough to say, "Here you go, dear," and walk away, because, well, you know, men and women or husbands and wives giving lessons doesn't work well. So so Giro and Mike were just absolutely instrumental in getting me started. And then when we started coming up with the idea of Guns N' Roses, Bill Solberg, I was working with him at the time as well, and he's been shooting for years and years and years and been instructing for years. So he jumped in and helped me start Guns N' Roses. So yeah, those are people that pretty much started this all off.
So what about instructors?
Yeah.
Your instructors?
Oh,
How
the
many,
coaches that I
people
work
on
with.
take? Yeah.
I've got there's 4 other level 1 instructors at the club. We all took the course at the same time, and most of them help me coach the ladies. Plus, we have Joe and Vic from Italian that help out. You're flashing there.
Yeah, I'm having some problems. I'm just going to turn that off. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
So you have 4 other instructors besides yourself, plus Joe and Vic, is it?
Yep, correct.
Okay. So how many women do you have on the line at a time?
We limit it to five people per group,
Okay.
and sometimes we have 30 women. So I need my 6 instructors. Sometimes we have less. So
Okay.
yeah. So we do fundamentals in the morning, and then we do Guns N' Roses in the afternoon.
Okay. And so you said it's 30 and there's 5 to 6 instructors, so it's 5 women per group.
Yeah.
And
that seems to be the ideal mix. They get a rest in between shots, and they're not they get to shoot often enough that they're not bored. So if you get groups of 7 or 8, then there's just not enough time for them to be actively shooting, and it's hard to keep them engaged.
Okay.
5 seems to be the ideal number.
Okay. Do you typically sell out as well?
Fundamentals almost always sells out.
Okay.
Guns N' Roses, not as much.
Okay.
More in the spring and summer, it's busy. In the fall, no. So
Why do you think that is?
life, work, family, school, kids.
Yeah, it's returning to school. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I see that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, she's buffering again. All right, let's see if she'll rejoin us in just a minute. So you said that that you have sponsors. Now, remind us again who your sponsors are.
Italian Sporting Goods.
Right. Do you have any other ones?
Silvercore.
Right. Let's talk about them.
Okay.
How do you work with them? And you talked to us a little bit about Italian Sporting Goods, but how do you work with Silvercore?
Silvercore, Tiffany came out and shot with us for one of the Guns N' Roses. She's the owner. She and Travis run Silvercore.
Yep.
And we just became really good friends, and they're very supportive of the Vancouver Gun Club, and just offered to give us PAL courses as draw prizes. So we've been fortunate to give a few of those away over the year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think
it's fantastic.
I think we even have maybe potentially, do we have something from Silvercore tonight? Rahina, you might want to add that to the prize list.
It's right there.
So yeah.
Free PAL course.
Yeah, which is fantastic. You know, the person has to be in Vancouver or that area, correct?
Mm-hmm.
To win it tonight. But we're going to actually ensure somebody from tonight's show or is going to be able to actually participate in a PAL course, which is amazing. So thank you to Travis and Silvercore and to you for arranging that. So yeah. What about your experiences with those ladies that are on the line about getting women into shooting? What are you finding with women who want to take your courses?
Most of them are a little bit leery. It's something that they've never done before. Some of them are afraid of guns and are coming out just for that reason, just to get over that fear. And we fit them up for a gun. If they're a little bit nervous, I go in the stand and I mount the gun and have them put their hand on my shoulder, pull the trigger and let them feel the recoil.
Yeah.
And do that 2 or 3 times, and they're just way more comfortable getting in the stand. I mean, obviously we do the safety protocol and we do that all first, but once they get in the stand and I've shot it a few times, it's very cool to see the change in the confidence, and they get it. Like they know they focus on the target. They're not thinking about their kids or what's for dinner or the things that they have to do. It's their time, and they really appreciate that and enjoy it.
Do you find that it's a little harder for to get women into a shotgun as opposed to a pistol? The reason that I'm asking that is because my interactions with the ladies have been that when I have a ladies' day, I'll have pistol and rifle, and then I'll have the shotgun. They're a little bit more leery of the shotgun because they think, well, it's going to have a big recoil. So are you finding that's the case as well when you're trying to have a ladies' day with, shotguns?
Well, we are only a shotgun facility, so I can't speak to anything like I can't speak to rifles or pistols, but it's definitely a fear of the recoil. Yeah. So once we address that, it's just
they're happy.
Game on. Yeah. It is funny. You see these timid women and they're just ready to go out and give her. Like, it's fun. Yeah. When you're out on the field with Guns N' Roses, because we're all so loud. Like, women are so supportive of each other.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, you just don't hear the cheering when you go out with a group of guys.
Yeah.
It's more jeering, not cheering, but the women are just truly so supportive of each other and happy when they hit a target. It's just fun to see, and it's gratifying for me, and it's empowering for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why we call this episode Up in Smoke, because the first time that you're able to do that and blow the clay to smithereens, it's just so, you'll see he smiles, and it's just like high fives everywhere.
Yeah, it's a big accomplishment, and high fives all around, and it's fun. Oh, Janine's frozen now. There she is.
She's coming back. How are you doing there, Deneen? Oh, she's
welcome. Oh, are you still frozen?
She's frozen. All right, we'll see if she can sort it out there. But yeah, that's the same experience that I've had with people and ladies on the trap or the skeet or spring clays field. So as soon as they are able to hit that target, it's just so empowering. And
it is, and it's just it's awesome to see, and you can just see the change in them from their confidence level. So when you see them coming back 4 and 5 times, like, it's a different person.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I get my kick, is just seeing that transition and just the growth, and just to see them taking time out and doing something for themselves, because this is just for them. Yeah. It's very gratifying.
And just like you said, they'll come back another time, or keep coming back. They'll also bring their friends as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's how you grow the sport. So
absolutely.
So because of that, why do you think it's so important to have these ladies' days and to have these women's only shoots? And
well, it's not just a men's sport. There is no reason that women can't be competing. It's an equal opportunity business as far as I'm concerned. My goal is to make our club more welcoming and supportive to new shooters. It's really intimidating to walk into a gun club as a woman that doesn't know. If you don't know anybody and you don't know what you're looking for, that's my goal, is to overcome that.
Yeah.
And Guns N' Roses is perfect for that. They come in, they're with a group. They can come in with their friends, and we look after them. We tour them around the club. We show them the safety, or we give them the safety rules, and we show them the etiquette. And so the next time they come to the club, they're way more comfortable. But I've seen women walk in there and they just don't even know what to do. And I know from experience, it's intimidating to walk in there.
Yeah, so, it is. Yep.
And I'd love to see that change.
Yeah.
In the industry.
So it's very welcoming. It's very welcoming to have someone like you, or Deneen, or Casey, or or another lady be there and then do
Absolutely.
exactly that. You're going to
Yeah.
introduce them to the sport. Let's see if Deneen, can you hear us? You still frozen? Oh dear. She's trying. She's giving it the college try, that's for sure.
Oh,
Okay.
that's too bad.
Is there any other really important reasons that you're continuing to do this? Because women, is there any other reasons other than just bringing women in for the joy of it?
I just want to share my passion for the sport.
Mhm.
It's just so much fun, and it's different,
Mhm.
and it's empowering. I can't say enough how empowering it is to just be able to go out there and nail some targets, and just your focus is there, and that's all that matters at that point in time. And I think it's healthy. I think we all need that getaway and just do something for ourselves.
Yep. I agree with you totally. All right. So what are your recommendations to get women into this sport?
Oh God, I'm sorry. I was reading a comment. My apologies.
We're going to address those when we're going
okay.
to give you the opportunity to talk about those.
Okay.
Casey's in the background putting little stars on everything, and so we'll
Okay,
make sure that we
perfect.
answer these. But
Sorry.
so if somebody actually is a little afraid and they want to come out to these events, what is your recommendation?
The first thing I would do is try to find a course like ours.
Okay.
Go in with a group, get an instructor, small group. Everybody's nervous the first couple of stations, but just familiarize yourself with the safety rules, the etiquette, get comfortable with the gun, and just see if you like it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, come back a couple of times. If you really like it, let's fit you with a gun, and then book a lesson. It just saves so much time on the learning curve, right? If you just take a lesson. Yeah. We've got a great little practice field set up, income or outgoer crossers, and it's just we just work on that until they're ready to go out back if they want lessons. Yeah.
Fantastic. I think Deneen, you're live. I can see you blinking.
Oh, there you
are. So we were just talking about getting women into the sport and what Terry's recommendations are. And she's frozen again.
And she's frozen again. That's a good look.
I know. She's so not gonna want that.
Oh, she's not going to be happy with this.
So what do women need if they want to get started? So you made those recommendations. Don't be shy. Come out. Just try it out. But what do people need to actually get started? So if I wanted to get started in it,
a sense of humor.
Okay.
A sense of adventure.
Okay.
Just the willingness to try something different. And just be open to something new.
Awesome.
Like we just don't have people leave that are unhappy.
Yep.
It just doesn't happen.
Come with an attitude that's positive. You will 9 times out of 10 you'll hit one clay on your first round.
Absolutely.
I do know that for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Don't get discouraged. It's going to be great. You're going to hit something. So yeah. Positive attitude. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're going to actually get into those questions that you've been looking at. I know that you're intrigued on those. So, but before we do you want to actually give a little bit of a shout out to your sponsors again?
Absolutely. I'd like to thank, first of all, I'd like to thank Bill Solberg, who started this all with me in 2017, and Mike House, who has left us.
Okay.
And then Italian Sporting Goods, they've just been a fantastic sponsor. They are there for me as instructors, as they provide guns, they provide ammo. They've just couldn't have asked for a better partnership.
Wonderful.
And then, of course, Silvercore and Vancouver Gun Club. I mean, they make it happen for me. So the guys that set up the course are just fantastic. My instructors are fantastic. So I'm very fortunate. I've got a great team.
Sounds like you do really have a great team. So
yeah, I really do. And I really appreciate them all.
Wonderful. Okay. So we are going to get into some questions. I know Casey's been keeping track of them. So Casey, do you want to let us know what the questions have been?
So from Jean Tomlin, Deneen's mom, can Terri explain what a Wednesday night shoot is? Is the course lit up or are they indoors?
Wednesday night we're open. The club is open on Wednesday nights. Well, Wednesday for skeet all day, and then trap and 5-stand are open from 4 till 8. And the Wednesday night shoot I was referring to was a challenge that I put on I was trying to get more people shooting bunker and more people shooting 5-stand, and it just ended up being a fun competition, very friendly, and it's just a lot of fun.
Okay, before we go forward, we do have a question for you. Can you explain what is skeet, what is trap, what is 5-stand, what is sporting clays, and what is bunker? I'll keep it
We can help you with
Okay.
it.
So what is
Okay.
skeet?
This skeet is you have a high house and a low house, and you have 8 stations so that the angle from every station changes. So you get from station 1 you shoot 1 from the high house, 1 from the low house, and then you shoot a pair.
Yes.
Then you move to the next station and same thing. And you move all the way around the course, and then as station 8 is in the center and you have 1 high, 1 low. Here I am doing all this. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Great practice. It's a great sport.
It is.
Yeah,
It's my
it
fave.
is.
Okay, what is
Really?
trap? Yeah, I love skeet. I do
Oh,
it
cool.
Wednesday night and take my little 28 gauge out there and I kill some clays.
Right on. Good for
Yeah.
Great practice for crossers.
Yes.
you. It is, right? It's perfect. I was going to say it's great practice for sporting clays.
Yeah.
Okay. Trap is a single machine. You stand on the 16-yard line. There's 5 stations. Single machine, dead center, and it throws in a 45-degree angle.
Yep.
So you get, again, you move from station to station, so the angles change at each station, but great place to start. If you're just learning how to shoot, it's very, very good to start there.
Okay.
They're all pretty much going away from you within that 45.
Yeah, they're all outgoing targets. Yeah.
So speaking about going, because it's totally opposite, what about 5-stand?
5-stand I love 5-stand.
I do too.
Yeah. Obviously, you have 5 different stations that you shoot at. At each station, you have a single, a report pair, and then a true pair. You shoot those, you move to the next station, and you rotate through the squad. Our 5-stand, we have 8 stations. So we have an overhead outgoing, incomers, rabbits, crossers, left crossers, right crossers, things that jump up in your face. Like it's
random.
Oh, totally random. And we change it once a month.
Mhm.
So you just get used to the course and think you're getting good at it. And we change it again and you start over.
Okay.
But it's fantastic. Again, it's fantastic practice for sporting clays.
Okay. Before we get to sporting clays, why don't we talk about report pairs and true? Because report pairs and true pairs are different. So
Correct.
What's a report pair?
A report pair is you call for your target, you throw one target gets thrown, and as soon as you pull the trigger, the second target goes.
Correct.
A true pair, is this a test?
No.
A true pair is 2 targets come out at the same time.
And you'll have the crossover targets and you can engage.
You can have a crossover, you can have an incomer outdoor, you can have a rabbit and
Yeah. It's lots of fun.
It is. It's amazing.
So we've covered skeet, we've covered trap, we've covered 5-stand. Let's go to sporting clays.
Our particular sporting clay course has got 11 or 12 stations depending on the day. It's each station has got 4 machines, and you just never know what you're going to get because they change it up quite frequently. So it's just fantastic. It's the way they set it up is just fantastic.
We call it golf with sporting or golf with shotguns.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's exactly. Yeah.
So it's a challenge. And if you change it every once in a while, again, it's something you're not going to get used to. So it is going to be even that much more of a challenge.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
you just start getting it. I'm sorry.
If you do get a chance to travel around, you can see all different kinds of setups and courses of fire.
Oh, absolutely. Kamloops has got some fantastic setups. It'll drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Did we miss anything? I think we got everything.
No, I think we got everything.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So let's go back to the questions.
that was it for the questions.
Oh, okay. We had a few comments, so that's good. Deneen, are you back for real?
No, I can
Nope.
see her.
She's smiling.
She's determined. I love her determination. That's awesome. Okay. So why don't we get into the prize packages then?
Yeah, for sure. I just have a question. So yes, I think I missed the fact that the Terri, you do have a course to give away too, right?
Silver core.
Silver course.
Silver core PAL
Okay.
course. Yeah.
Okay, and is that only for people in the Vancouver area?
Well, Silver Core is only in Vancouver, but if someone else wanted to gift it to a relative out here, that would be totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to double check.
Yeah.
So how about let's just start with the CSF prize pack. So Casey, what do we have for that one? Who do we have for that one?
All right, so the QSIF prize pack goes to Mark Bale.
Hey, congratulations. Yeah, so he's from Facebook, so we'll get Deneen to contact him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So then our next one would be She Shoots t-shirt.
All right, and that is DB Weiler.
Ooh, congrats.
And I believe I have contact because I think she might have won last
think
go
so.
too.
Yeah, I think so too. That's
No.
okay. If she gets a second She Shoots t-shirt, she can give it.
Well, I think the last one was
Tuesday.
QSIF, so she's just collecting all of the.
Oh, okay. There we go.
packages.
Okay. How about let's do the Guns and Wild Roses t-shirt.
Guns and Wild Roses is Genevieve Moreau.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Awesome. Yeah, so she's also from Facebook, so we get the need to give her a contact for that. And the one that I forgot, let's do the Silver Core course.
And that was the Guns and Wild Roses. Sorry, I'm writing things out as I'm going.
It's all good.
Okay, and then the last one, which was the Silver Core gift certificate for the PAL course, and that is Doug Rodenbush.
Hey, congrats, Doug.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Excellent.
I think that's it for the prizes.
Yeah.
So should we move on to upcoming events?
Yeah, before we do though, I just wanted to give a little bit of a thank you again to Terri for coming on and talking to us about sporting clays and skeet and trap and what the differences are, but also especially for talking to us about all the great work that you've been doing in Vancouver.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I think Deneen's back with us again, but if she wanted to say thank you as well for coming on.
Nope, she doesn't.
Okay, I know she. Oh, poor Deneen.
She does. We can see it in the face expressions.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I didn't know you were so close. Like I'm also in the Vancouver area, so definitely.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I have to go see you one of these days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quickly checked on the website for the Vancouver Gun Club, and I saw that you guys are having your event this coming weekend. But
Come on out.
Yes, I think I'm busy. I don't think I'm busy. I am busy. I have a midterm coming up on Wednesday, so I should probably study for that. But you say you have an event every month, right?
Right.
So maybe I'll go check it out in November.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Or I'll take you out anytime. Just let me know.
Okay,
I'll give you the grand tour. Absolutely.
I would love that.
Okay. And I have some guns that will probably fit you, so we're good.
Oh, perfect. There we go. That's awesome. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, so I guess I kind of like for anyone that's in the Vancouver area, if you want to go to the Guns and Wild Roses, your events are this Saturday. If you want to,
it's on the Vancouver website. So www.vancouvergunclub.ca under events. Oh, there it is.
I
Fantastic.
put it up for you.
Thank you. Under events, and it's either Fundamentals or Guns N' Roses. You can register there.
Awesome.
Fundamentals is full, but there's still room in Guns N' Roses.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks so much. Okay, so I'll quickly go over the CUSF. So for us, it's just if you haven't registered yet and you're still interested in participating in the National Trap and Skeet Tournament, I believe you can still go ahead and do that. So just check out this CUSF.ca website to register and check out all the rules regarding the event. And you must be a member in order to participate. Now, with that, I'll go over to Kelly because I know we have Maple Seed events coming up.
Correct. So we have a couple of CUSF events that are happening actually in the next 2 weekends, consecutive weekends. So we have one that's going to be happening in London. I believe it's actually all sold out, but yeah, it's going to be in Crumlin on Saturday. And then the weekend after that, we're going to be in Stittsville. Now we have a couple of spots available in Stittsville, which is near Ottawa, by the way. So if you're interested and if you're a CUSF member, let me know or go onto the website. The website now is open to everyone, so you can actually click on the link there. So mapleseedrifleman.com, click on Stittsville for the 22nd. There's a spot available for CUSF members. And yeah, we're actually quickly wrapping up the season for Project Maple Seed. We have a couple more events that are going to be happening across the country. Sorry, in Ontario. Nothing else across the country, but we're looking at 2023 already, so which is exciting. Yay. Yeah. So Casey and Deneen, if Deneen's not able to give us an update, Casey, are you able to give us an update?
It's on me. So it is the fall, so ladies' nights are starting up again. We've got some planned for October, November, and December. All on Thursdays. We'll be posting up social media and the dates on our website, ladyguns.ca. And that will be at the Shooting Edge and the Calgary Shooting Center in Calgary. So,
yay! Yeah, awesome.
Terri, did you want to say any events upcoming?
We've got Fundamentals and Guns N' Roses this Saturday. I've got Ladies League on the 30th of October. We're doing it the last Sunday of the month, every month. So hopefully that's going to grow into something. I think it will. And I think we will take a break in December and get back to work probably in February for Guns N' Roses and Fundamentals.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks so much. Yes, I think we're pretty good with that. So I'll wrap up the event, but stay online with us, Terri, so we'll get a chat afterwards for that. And then hopefully we can chat with Denise and hopefully her internet's working properly. But anyways, so once again, I'll go ahead and thank our sponsors. So thank you again to Cabela's Canada Outdoor Fund, Savage Arms, Beretta, and Vortex. If you like today's episode, please leave us a like and follow us so you don't miss out on any of our episodes. You can watch us on YouTube and Facebook, or you can listen to us through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. If you liked our message and would like to learn more about our programs, check out our websites at cusf.ca, ladyguns.ca, and mapleseedrifleman.com. To support us and get some additional perks, check out our membership programs. Thank you all for tuning into the She Shoots podcast, episode 10, Up in Smoke. Don't miss out on our next episode, is Small But Mighty. Our guests will be Jess Titchler and Allison Sane. Jess is a 14 Rimfire PRS sponsored shooter, and she's an up-and-comer in Canada. And Allison is a 16 PRS sponsored shooter, and she's a world-ranked shooter from the US. So make sure to save the date for November 8th, 2022. Thank you, and good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.